What does the Scrum Master do all day? This is one of the most common questions I have gotten either from the Scrum team members, the management, and even from people from other departments. Well, actually, you can say that almost everyone in the company I have worked with has asked me, what does the Scrum Master do all day? According to Scrum Guide 2020, the Scrum Master has two accountabilities. First, establish Scrum as defined in the Scrum Guide, and second, the Scrum team's effectiveness. You can click the link up here to watch the video I've already made that elaborates the Scrum Master accountabilities, if you haven't watched that video. The Scrum Guide also says that the Scrum Master is a true leader who serves, but that doesn't mean the Scrum Master becomes the personal assistant for the Scrum team who schedule the Scrum events, or write down and detail the product backlog items, or even write down the meeting notes, or even fix any technical issues that occur in the production environment. Even though there aren't any textbooks that explain in detail what the Scrum Master should do all day, from the Scrum Guide, we can list down 8 hats the Scrum Master should wear before taking any action. The Scrum Master wears the right hat depending on the situation and the circumstances that occur. It takes mastery for the Scrum Master to know which hat they should wear. The first hat that the Scrum Master wears is the teacher hat. Quite often, the Scrum Master teaches the theories and the agile practices that complement Scrum, such as Kanban, or DevOps, or Nexus, or evidence-based management, etc. In fact, not only teaching these people complementary practices, the Scrum Master may need to teach people in the company what Scrum is all about, the values and principles behind it, and how to implement it in day-to-day work. The purpose of teaching is to fill up the empty cup and to transfer knowledge. The second hat that the Scrum Master wears is the mentor hat. Unlike the teacher hat, which mostly focuses on theories and practices, when the Scrum Master wears the mentor hat, the Scrum Master tells stories based on their personal experience from the past on how they would tackle similar situation that people are currently facing. The purpose of mentoring is to give insights or a different perspective so people in the company have a starting point to come up with their own solution. The third hat that the Scrum Master wears is the coach hat. Coaching is a technique to guide people to discover their own solution through active listening and asking powerful questions. When people come up with issues to the Scrum Master, instead of providing answers or talking about the theories or even start storytelling, the Scrum Master gives a follow-up question. To overly simplify it, powerful questions are open-ended questions that start with how and what, such as, how does that make you feel? What have you tried so far? How did that work out for you? What else have you tried? How would Joe feel if he's in the same situation as you? Asking questions to people is easy, but asking powerful questions that are thought-provoking requires wisdom and mastery. When wearing the coach hat, the Scrum Master must avoid starting the questions with why.
So, can anybody tell me why was this defect not found during system testing?
As a Scrum Master, we want to avoid the why questions because the nature of why questions is seeking for justification and it can make people become defensive. When wearing the coach hat, the Scrum Master should also avoid closed or binary questions. Binary questions are questions that only have two answers.
Did you use solution X to solve that problem? Have you used solution Z to solve that problem? Have you asked Margaret about this issue?
Binary questions put people in a trap or in a dilemma because there are only two options, and oftentimes it can sound rhetorical. The purpose of coaching is to invite and guide people to self-discover their own solutions. We do this because we know people will have more ownership towards the solution they discover themselves, and the role of a Scrum Master as a coach is to hold people accountable for that solution. The fourth hat the Scrum Master wears is the facilitator hat. Facilitation is a structured method to guide a group of people to come up with a solution that everyone will understand and will be accountable for. When wearing the facilitator hat, the Scrum Master must be neutral, unbiased, objective, and without bringing their personal agenda. The word facilitate comes from the Latin word facilitare, which means to make it easy. Therefore, we can say that the purpose of facilitation is to make it easy for a group of people in a meeting to come up with a collective decision and hold each other accountable for that decision. The fifth hat the Scrum Master wears is the upholding the Scrum values and principles. The Scrum values are focus, courage, commitment, respect, and openness. Click the link up here to watch the video I've already made about the Scrum values if you haven't already watched that video. So rather than talking about the theories, the Scrum Master becomes the role model and the mirror by reflecting behaviors that manifest the Scrum values. And whenever the Scrum Master notices that people are taking action that does not align with or actually weakens the Scrum values and principles, the Scrum Master would give them a nudge. The Scrum Master quite often blends the uphold Scrum hat with the coach hat. The sixth hat the Scrum Master wears is the Point North hat. Point North is about refocusing or reminding everyone in the company about the product vision, the product goal, and the sprint goals. Scrum is a goal-driven framework. As written on Scrum Guide, Scrum has product goal and also sprint goals. In fact, during daily Scrum, the developers discuss the daily goal. At our workplace, people are often distracted with the shiny new things they just saw on the market and forgot about their own purpose. When the Scrum Master wears the Point North hat, the Scrum Master pulls everyone back to look at the purpose of the team, the organization, and even the purpose of the company. Many people thought that the Scrum Master is all talk but no action, hence not valuable for the company. The seventh hat the Scrum Master wears is the take action hat. In a severe situation, the Scrum Masters do need to take action. For example, when there's sabotage, or when there's bullying, cajoling, manipulating, or when there's sexual harassment, or when people in the team or even in the company are hiding critical information for the product development. The eighth hat the Scrum Master wears is the actively do nothing hat. The Scrum Master should not wear this hat all the time. It doesn't mean that the Scrum Masters are being passive or not doing anything when wearing this hat. Actively doing nothing is a conscious decision to take a step back and observe from afar. The Scrum Master is still actively listening and still connected with what's happening in the team and in the organization. When the Scrum Masters know that the Scrum team or the organization are self-managing and have got everything under control, it's actually a disservice when the Scrum Master interrupts or interferes just to make themselves look busy in other people's eyes. As written on Scrum Guide, the Scrum Master is a true leader who serves. Being a Scrum Master means choosing to serve and grow people to be the best version of themselves rather than using power and authority to tell people to do as the Scrum Master says. It's a different type of leadership. The kind of leadership the Scrum Master applies is a leadership that does not tell or prescribe certain solutions, but instead, the Scrum Master gives boundaries for people to fail and celebrate and learn from those failures. Knowing which hat to wear is a journey. If the Scrum Master always wears the coach hat and the actively do nothing hat, obviously, people in the company will perceive that the Scrum Master is not valuable to the company. The same as if the Scrum Master always wears the teacher hat and the take action hat. People will also perceive the Scrum Master as not valuable. But when the Scrum Master is balanced and wears the right hat for the right situation, people will see that the Scrum Master is an inspiring leader. Now, I would like to know your thoughts. In what cases or in what scenario do you think the Scrum Master uses each of these 8 hats? Leave a comment down below. I'm looking forward to learn from you. That is all from me today, folks. I hope today's video helps you improve your Scrum mastery, and hopefully it will help you become a better leader who serves people at your company. And also, don't forget to check out my podcast, Think and Act Like a Scrum Master, on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Until my next video, don't forget to stay safe and stay awesome.